Alright guys, I guess I never did really do a video on the unboxing of my Magnifier by Vortex and my Strikefire red dot. So I'm going to go a little bit more in depth and tell you what I found. First let's talk about the Vortex. A really good thing I like about this is that it has a quick disconnect. Now I have it on there extremely tight because I found that if it's not tight, it's not going to stay. As you see, it comes off really easy. I like the covers that come with it. I kind of would rather have more of a flip type of thing, but this may not even stay on the gun. The reason why is, first of all, it's really heavy. And I like you're able to keep both eyes open with the Strikefire. But let's talk about the Vortex. So what comes in the box? You get a little optics manual, which tells you how to put it on, some basic stuff like that. It's packaged extremely well. It comes with, for some reason it came with a non-quick detach sight mount. If I show it to you, it's a very sturdy mount. So if I didn't want to go with the quick detach and I wanted to make it a permanent fixture where it was not moving, I could use that as well. Another thing I noticed is that the mount for the Strikefire and the mount for this are exactly the same. So they're absolute co-witness if I wanted to go that route. So there is some modifications or some adjustability that comes with the gear. But as for right now, I like the swing mount, so that will go back. It comes with a nice little dusty cover for your lenses. I'm actually going to fold this up and put it into my my grip. It's got a false bottom so it can go in there. That's the Mo Plus by Magpul. So I'm going to wind up putting that in there. But that's what comes with it, with the Magnifier. Enough with the box. There's going to be a couple stages in this video, but I'm impressed with the Vortex Vortex VMX 3 times Magnifier. But back to the unit here. If I take the covers off, which is easy, you notice first of all that both of these have like a glass cover, so you can actually look through them. They're not something that, of course, you want to look through and try and use the Magnifier because it comes out like almost opaque. You can't look through them. Again, with this Magnifier, the quick detach was a little tricky to get on there to be able to be able to lock down properly. It has adjustments on the top for top and bottom, and then right and left. I haven't had any need to adjust those at all. It's got a nice rubber foam, I guess you call it a sleeve over this. I think it's just to protect from these knobs from catching onto anything, because you can see that it's probably a 1/4 inch thickness. It's not cushiony like you. Alright, so sorry my camera memory went out, so I had to do this in a couple parts, so if I say something twice. Again, back to the Vortex Magnifier. This is a really sturdy, I don't know, I think they probably all are, I don't know. It's the item is not made in America, which is unfortunate, but I guess it's not designed in America, but it's made in America. The mount itself is made in America, which I like. Again, if you can see here, here I'll turn it. But if you see, it's kind of spring-loaded on this swivel mount, which gives it a very rigid as soon as it goes in, it's very sturdy. It's got probably a 1/4 inch depth here. This is all heavy aluminum, so it's not going anywhere. See here, it's all very well constructed. This is spring loaded as well. When you push it in, this top nut, you see it rise very gently, but I have it set so it's the correct width to lock onto my Picatinny rail. Sorry, not speaking well today. I like it. If you can actually look through it, I don't know if you can see through that. I'm just holding it up to the camera, but it's very clear. It's just a basic magnifying glass that you'd see like a binocular type of thing, but it does the job. At the range, I find that I don't need it because it actually goes out too far. So for now, it's just going to be waiting until I go outdoors with the gun, of course. The two different sizes of these caps, one is for the front, which is smaller. You can see it marries up very easily. In the back, it's cushioned so that it goes over the eyepiece and marries up pretty well. Again, it's just a tension cover, but I think it's a really good unit. I may even run the gun without it on there for right now. I know that was a big selling point for why I purchased this, because I wanted to be able to have the option of rotating this out of the way. And it's still a very good selling point for this mount. But I think the mount is probably what got me more than the magnifier. I like the idea. I've seen some where they roll to the side, you know, like if it was like the mounts that you've seen where it rolls up, directly up. But I like the idea of it swiveling into action rather than flip out of action and back and forth. It rolls out of action away from the gun. And I didn't want to have it come down over my ejector. A lot of them I've seen is where they roll down this way. I guess you could put the mount on the other way so it will do the same thing, but instead of a flip up action, you know, flipping up into the sight view, this one rolls into the sight view like that. So yeah, it does a really good job. The clearance with this mount over my M-bus sight is perfect. I've had no issues whatsoever. I have the M-bus as far back as I can possibly go, and it sits probably about there. So yeah, actually right there is where it sits. Connecting this is very easy for a beginner like myself. You find a hole and then it clamps on like so. It's got a little pin button here that allows you to release to bring it up. It's a really good unit. I like it. It was probably a little bit more expensive than I probably should have gotten for what it is. It's a temporary item on the gun the way I'm seeing it right now, because I'm just range shooting indoors. I haven't found a good outdoor range yet, but it's still on my list of things to find. But yeah, the Vortex VMX 3 times magnifier with side swivel mount. Really good unit. I like it a lot. So my next review is going to be on the StrikeFire scope.